All right, guys, day 3 is here of Take Your Time Back week. And today we are talking about designing an offer page. So today I want to talk about how we can do this and how we can use this to create seamless sales and make things really easy for you and your potential clients. So first things first, let's talk about what an offer page actually is. So this is something that I've kind of come up with, that compares an offer page to a sales page. Now, most of you guys have heard of a sales page where you are trying to sell your offer through copywriting, which means writing that actually sells. That's what copywriting is. So through copywriting, through design, through all of these different ways that you are making it using emails, using this fancy sales page to sell your offer when you aren't doing calls. That's what a sales page is. So typically for group coaching, I don't use a sales page because we are actually talking to our people on calls before they join the program. So where many of you might think, oh, I have to design this sales page and I have to write copy and I have to learn how to be a copywriter and I have to learn how to be a fancy graphic designer and all of that stuff, and I have to do it in a certain way because the psychology of sales is like this, and you get lost and down the rabbit hole and all of that. I'm just going to tell you, you do not have to do that. So welcome to you guys who are here with me live. Always great to see you. Jump in, say hello. Let me know what your takeaways are. Let me know what your questions are. Make sure you tag me. And we're going to keep rolling here. So we're talking about offer versus sales page. And so sales page is what most people are used to. It's where you guys think that you need to, be a copywriter and be a graphic designer and all that stuff. So an offer page is actually just a simply designed page where it explains who your offer is for, what it includes, has the pricing usually on it, and maybe it has some FAQs, maybe it has some testimonials, but it's really simple. This is not a sales psychology, learn how to be a copywriter type of page, and it does not have to be crazy, designed. It doesn't have to have all the bells and whistles. It doesn't have to have all of that stuff. Some really simple color blocks, to separate your sections, maybe some images of you, maybe a little mock-up of your actual program. Really simple stuff here, okay? So if you have been with me for any length of time, you know I am not a graphic designer in any way, shape, or form. Being in Canva is literally the last thing that I want to do. And so all the pages and stuff that I've designed, I've done a ton of them by now. I do most of them actually myself because they're simple. I don't need to hire a designer to do them because there's nothing crazy about them. So the idea here is that we're going to create this simple offer page that explains what your offer is, that explains who it's for, that explains what's included, and will typically have your pricing so that they can go and check out on their own. You're going to create this offer page so that two things. One, you can use it on your sales calls. So when I do my sales calls and I'm talking about what the program is, I'm actually going to share my screen and walk everybody through the actual offer in terms of what they're going to learn, the benefits, right? All the features, the benefits of those, and then talk about the pricing along with the bonuses and all that stuff to get them excited and create urgency. So that's the first place that I'm using this page. So this is not a page that I'm typically sending out in an email for people who have never talked to me or have not talked to me, in this window. This is not a page that I'm sending out through email for people to just buy without talking to me. This is a page that people are using once they have talked to me. So either on the call and or after the call, if they haven't purchased on the call, which is always the ultimate goal. But if that didn't happen for whatever reason, they need to think about it. They want to look at their finances. They want to talk to their significant other, whatever it is. This is a page that you can send them. So where a lot of people are spending time rewriting the same email to tell people what the programs are, and maybe you don't have a template, right, for it. So every time you go to do it, you're like, oh, I wish I could remember the name of the person I sent it to last time. And I wish I still had that email because now I can't find it. Now I have to write it again. So every time you're writing this brand new email to tell somebody the details of the program so that they can review it and look it over and have the pricing and all that stuff. And likely, if you don't have some kind of an offer page, you also may not have a checkout link, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. So you want to make sure that you have this really simple offer page so that you can share it on your calls, give people a bit of a visual while you're actually explaining to them what they're getting, because a lot of times when you explain using just, audio and just speaking, people aren't really getting it. They need to see. So that's the first place that you're going to use it. And then you're going to use it after the call if, for whatever reason, they don't end up buying on the call, okay? Now you're sending them this simple link. I send it to them while I'm on the call with them. Okay, you're going to check out your finances, talk to your husband, wife, whatever. No problem. I'm going to send you the link to the page I just showed you, right? Then I send them the link and I walk them through what happens. So I would say to them, okay, now you have the link to the page. It's going to explain everything that you're getting inside of the program. You have some time to look it over. Usually I would let them know they have either the date of the promo period that I'm in, which is usually 7 days, or otherwise it might just be like 48 hours because I want to have a deadline for when they're going to make a decision. So I'm going to send them the link and I'm going to say to them, okay, you have the link now. You can review everything. If you have any questions, you can let me know. If you decide that you're ready to go, you can go ahead on that page and click the button that says checkout. And then off you go. Once you do that, you're going to get an email that's going to provide you the details and the access to our membership site and all of that stuff. And I'm going to get a notification. So I'm going to know that you've joined the program and I'm going to be able to reach out to you to book our first call, right? So I let them know what to do. Or if you have any questions, if you're not sure, if you haven't decided, if you have any questions, send me a DM, send me an email if that's what you guys like to do. I like a DM. Send me a DM and let me know what your questions are, right? So I tell them what's going to happen and what to expect so they know what to do with it. And I always make sure that I have a deadline for when they need to actually make that decision in order for them to get the bonuses or the savings or whatever it is, right? And then on that day, 2 days later, or 3 or 4, whatever it is, if it's in the promotional window, I'm going to follow up with them. I'm going to check in with them, right? So we're using this page as a way to easily give them the information without having to manually send an email, put it all together, remember what the bonuses are, hope that you didn't forget to put something in there, right? We don't need to do any of that stuff. And when you have this, it's going to save you so much time. So now there's no more back and forth. All of the questions are going to be on the page. The FAQs are going to be on the page, right? And all the selling will have been done on the actual call. So remember that this page is not to be used as a way to sell through email without them getting on a call with you. This is a supplement to when they do get on a call with you. So that is an offer page versus a sales page. So the other great thing about this, and the other place going to save you massive amounts of time, is you don't need to be a copywriter and you don't need to be a designer. You can literally be as simple of a Canva kind of girl as I am. You can go in to your page builder, whether you're using ClickFunnels or FEA Create or Kajabi or whatever else. We use FEA Create. That's my go-to right now. We've been using it for about just over 2 years and really, really loving it. I'm going to give you guys the information to get into that as well. And when you use that, you can put in simple color blocks, simple images. It doesn't have to be fancy. Literally, if I can do it, you can do it. And you don't have to become a copywriter. So you don't need to go down the rabbit hole of trying to figure out how to write sales copy and what section should be in there and does it flow properly and are you hitting the pain points? You don't need to do any of that stuff. All you need to do is be really clear about who it's for. Maybe there's a section about you and what you do and your credibility. You can put in a section that's going to talk about what the program covers and then a section that's going to talk about what they actually get, like the step-by-step, right? What they actually get inside of the program, the elements that they get. And then you're going to add a button so that they can check out. And when you use FEA Create, you're going to make sure that that button is going to allow you to do reoccurring payments so you don't have to chase the money either. So really simple stuff. I really hope that you guys are breathing this sigh of relief, realizing that you do not have to become a designer or a copywriter in order to get a really great page designed. and that you can keep it really simple. Offer page, not sales page. Use it on your calls, use it to follow up, and make sure that you give people, deadlines and the exact steps of what they need to do once you've sent them that page. So I hope that this was helpful. We've got 2 more days left. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back at 12 o'clock. So instead of 10:30, tomorrow it's going to be 12 o'clock Eastern time. And I believe that tomorrow we are talking about your checkout pages, which is also a huge, huge time saver. So this one is massive. There is not all this upfront work that you might feel or think you need to do when you're trying to create a sales page, because it's just an offer page. And you can bang it out. You can get this done in literally a day or 2. It doesn't have to be this huge project. You can just make it happen and put it all together. You probably already have all of the content that needs to go into this page without even trying. Just go back to some of your other emails or some of your other content that you've posted, and you can probably put this together pretty quickly. So in this offer page, you're going to have your title of the program. You're going to have a little bit about you. You're going to have a little bit about the pain points of the people that you're working with, right? Or that you want to work with, I should say. You're going to have a section that talks about what the program actually entails. You're going to have a section that talks about the actual elements, like the calls and the content reviews and all of the things that the Facebook group, all of that stuff, all the elements that they get inside. You're going to throw in some FAQs, maybe you have some testimonials as well. And then you have the buttons so that people can actually check out. And that's it. Really simple. If you guys have questions about this, I want you to drop me a question below and make sure that you tag me, or you can send me a DM as well. And I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you back tomorrow at 12.